For today's Geometry Dash video, we're going upside down. So I'm sure all of us remember that moment when we first got to dry out and then we go upside down and our minds are just blown and we're like, what the heck? This whole game is so much more difficult now. Well, what if the upside down portals make you right side up and the right side up portals make you upside down? I simply turned my display upside down, so now the whole game is completely flipped, and I'm just going to be attempting to beat as many levels as I can with it upside down. It shouldn't be too difficult, but it will give us an interesting look at, you know, just Geometry Dash. It's like essentially Geometry Dash mirror mode. Not the mirror portals, but like, you know, mirror mode in Mario Kart Wii. It's kind of like that. You always gotta start with Stereo Madness. Wow, this is kind of weird. It almost looks like, not feels like, but it looks like a different game almost. This technically could have been recreated in the level editor, but certain things like the ground being the way it is. Oh, this actually does mess with me a bit, because I forgot upside down ship has different physics from right side up ship. So, I feel a lot lighter than usual right now. There actually is going to be some gameplay differences. I feel like I've played enough Geometry Dash to not get tripped up by upside down mode though. Imagine the whole game was like this. For some reason this hurts my eyes more than normal GD. As I said in last video, even Stereo Madness triples are scary. And there we go. So to really make this interesting, I'm going to switch on over to Dry Out. Because, you know, Dry Out is the first level that introduced the upside down portal, and it's going to make us go right side up instead. I bet I'm not the only one who, when they first got to Dry Out, I just flipped my device upside down. Because I thought it was too difficult to deal with in impossible mode. What am I talking about? Upside down mode. Yo, imagine GD had an impossible mode, like official Rob Top levels, just made to be really difficult. That'd be cool. Alright, here we go. This looks surprisingly, something about this looks really strange, and I can't honestly say why it looks strange, it just does. It almost feels like some strange alternate reality where Geometry Dash is normally upside down. That would be weird. Like, if Geometry Dash was normally upside down and then players were like, what the heck, I'm right side up? This completely changes my perspective. I mean, it quite literally does completely change your perspective. Completely changes everything I'm used to, because I'm right side up now. But technically, if this is always what you're like, then aren't you always right side up when you're like this? I don't know, but what I do know is that Dry Out is done. I'm curious to see how Cycles is, because, you know, Ball constantly switches from upside down to right side up anyways. Going upside down from a blue portal feels so weird. It just feels like everything I know is completely off. Wow. This is actually, I'm like forgetting what to do while it's upside down. This is actually more difficult than I thought it would be. I totally thought this was just gonna be like a walk in the park, you know? Just a nice little look at what GD would be like if it went like, you know, if it was normally upside down. This just feels wrong on so many levels. Wow. And for some reason it being upside down like messes with my vision. Like it looks like everything is like crossing over itself and like zooming out or something. Okay. Nice, made it to the ball part. Let's see how this is. This should be pretty easy. Oh yeah, this is a nice break. Oh boy. Now this part should be easy too, actually. Never mind, it's not. Wait. Yes, it is. I thought changing portals. Wow. My ship feels so heavy right now. What the heck? Why do upside down and right side up ship have different physics? I never truly felt what people were talking about. Well, now this looks like completely normal GD aside from the percentage. It should be smooth sailing from here. I don't see why I should get messed up with this part, considering this is just like normal Geometry Dash ball gameplay. I almost died, but I didn't. Now, you know, we gotta try Club Step, right? I mean, like, last video I didn't beat Club Step, but this should be easier. Wow, this looks so strange. But I still remember what to do, regardless of the screen being flipped, because it's still just as sight readable. I think this invisible part might mess with me though, maybe. Yeah, it did. This is, I don't know how or why, but this is just cool. It's just really interesting. Okay, there we go. I didn't get tripped up this time. Wow. Looking at the right side of the screen the whole time instead of the left side of the screen also feels very weird. Feels unnatural. My brain. Things like these should be just modes that you can unlock in Geometry Dash for more replayability, even though the game has infinite replayability. More official replayability. Yeah, I'm going into practice mode. The ship being this heavy while being right side up feels so strange. This part shouldn't be too bad. And then we get a nice break. Ish. Wow, this really does feel like an entirely different level. I think for the sake of getting through most of the levels in this video, I'm just gonna do practice mode. Because this level being upside down is so much harder than I thought it would be. If you guys, again, like I said in last video, if you guys have Mega Hack, try this. It messes with your brain way more than it seems like it would. Wow. You know, we haven't seen Wave yet. Let's try Blast Processing. Surely I could do this in normal mode. Let's see Wave in this mode. Does it feel the same? Yeah, pretty much. Wave is probably the easiest game mode in this version. It's almost unsettling. I can't describe why. Just something feels really wrong. Like I ended up in a slightly different universe. Oh, UFO messed me up in, you know, in Club Step. But we're fine. Oh my gosh. That was close. I got so confused I almost went the coin route. Okay, let me not go the coin route this time. Now, if I don't get tripped up by the cube maze at the end, which I just realized is a possibility, we should be good. Nice. Gonna end it with Deadlocked, but I am going to immediately go into practice mode. Because I know I'm not even gonna have a chance. When this level is upside down, it looks like a really bad, like, early 2.0 Deadlocked recreation. I'm surprised I even remembered how to sort of do that. The most confusing thing here is the portals. Not doing what I feel like what my brain is expecting them to do. Even this part is tripping me up. Even though it really shouldn't be. It feels like a new level. Like, it doesn't feel like Deadlocked. It feels like I'm playing an entirely new level. Even though it's the exact same clicks. My brain doesn't remember what to do. It's not like associating my memory of Deadlocked with this level. It's like, what is this level? Even though if someone made a level that just like played like this, it would be just as easy as Deadlocked. Even though it feels 10 times harder because it really warps what I'm used to. Upside down ship also really trips me up. Because of the weight difference. I didn't notice it was that drastic. That really messed with me. See if I can remember how to do the inverse of this path. It seems I cannot. Like, I'm not able to associate what I know about regular Deadlocked at all with this flipped version of it. I almost feel like this is harder than the speed challenge, I'm gonna say it. Harder to get used to, at least. Objective difficulty, the speed challenge is harder, but my goodness, this is tough. It feels so much better to be back to the normal orientation. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.